Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation, and more than that, welcome to the start of a new week. It's Monday morning. Are you ready to jump into this new week with us? Our teacher for this week is Swami Vivekananda. Here's a little bit of background on Swami Vivekananda. He was an Indian monk, philosopher, and author who was instrumental in bringing yoga to the Western world. At the end of the 1800s, he extensively toured the U.S.A., England, and Europe, hosting hundreds of lectures, and is credited with raising interfaith awareness. Celine, good morning. Tracy, good morning. Somebody, good morning. Grania, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to the start of a new week. So at the start of this new week, Swami Vivekananda reminds you that you know how to do this. Anthony, good morning. Danae, good morning. Happy Monday. You already hold the key to all the wisdom you will ever need. The muddy water that keeps you from seeing with clarity gets stirred up only by the splashing of your own fears. Form new, healthier relationships with your old fears, and clarity will become available in the calm water that is your true nature. Anne-Marie, good morning. Happy Monday morning to you. Right, just a few thoughts from Swami Vivekananda before we get started. He says, true guidance is like a small torch in a dark forest. It doesn't show everything at once, but it gives enough light for the next step to be safe. I'll read it again. I love this so much. True guidance is like a small torch in a dark forest. It doesn't show everything at once, but it gives just enough light for the next step to be safe. Charlene, good morning. Happy Monday. He says, all the powers in the universe are already yours. It is we who have put our hands before our eyes and cry that it is dark. He says we do this to ourselves. We put our hands before our eyes and cry that it is dark. He says, conquer yourself and the whole universe is yours. Conquer yourself. That is where the work is, and the whole universe is yours. I love this thought. It is we who have put our hands before our eyes and then cry that it is dark. The only thing that ever holds us back is our own fear. We can create from a place of fear, or we can create from a place of freedom. The problem with fear as a motivator is that we are trying to create while looking over our shoulder. And the best that we can ever do is only just escape punishment or bad consequences. With fear in the driver's seat, we are unable to see the possibilities available to us and will never create to our true potential. Today's meditation explores your own balance of fear versus freedom. If you're ready, we're going to jump in right now. You can close your eyes and let's float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale. And let it go. breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, then again let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. While you continue your full body breathing, rising with every inhale and falling with every exhale, I want to remind you of exactly what it is you're doing right now. You are taking your body by the hand, sitting it down and teaching it. You are teaching this body, saying, this is how I want us to do this. Everything we practice, we become better at. And the truth is, our body and mind is a collection of practices from the past. Everything that we have repetitively practiced in the past is what created this mind and this body. And it is likely that our past practices might have been unconscious, that we have unconsciously been repeating the same old bad habits. And the only way this changes is if we decide on the new good habits that we will put on repeat. When we try and reach for new good habits, healthy thoughts and healthy emotions, they don't stick instantaneously. Our new good habits need repetition too. But everything you keep practicing, you will become better at. And right now, You have brought your body to this place, taking it by the hand, sitting it down and saying, let's practice. Let's keep practicing. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. And also lean your upper body over to the right. Leaning into your back muscles. Feeling where the edges are. And gently leaning into those edges. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as present as we are able to be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a new week. Your toes are sticking over the edge and you are ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. We want to step into this new week with intention, not just unconsciously stumbling from one day to the next. From a place of intention, remind yourself of what lies ahead this week. What is already in the calendar? What are some things that you know you have to do this week, have to get done this week? What are places you know you need to go this week, or people you know you need to see this week? So as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, walk yourself through this week, reminding yourself of what is already in the calendar. Take a walk through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? What are you creating this week? And I want to ask you not to just get stuck on a narrow, one-dimensional idea of what creating even means. The easy answers are professionally, with your team of people, within the team that you operate, your personal, professional goals, projects. That's a pretty easy answer if that's what you're involved in. What are your goals for this week? What are you creating this week? The other fairly easy answer is something like producing a piece of art. You can take a step back from it and point at what you created. I personally enjoy both of those options, but they're a narrow part of what we create and how we create. However it is that you show up is your act of creating. How you show up in your home creates the energy in your home. How you interact with the humans in your life creates those relationships. How you speak to yourself creates who you are. What are you creating this week? And if the answer is not clear, then ask yourself the question, what am I creating this week? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, what are you creating this week? Take your next big breath. For a moment, transport yourself to the end of the week, standing in the weekend and looking back. If you had a checklist for the end of the week, what would your checklist look like? I got this done. I got that done. I got started on this one. I made progress on that one. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, run through your checklist for the end of the week. Take your next big breath. We can either create from a place of fear, or we can create from a place of freedom. Fear can be a great motivator for creating. We can set goals in fear and reach them. We can even build successful lives creating in fear. But while we are creating in fear, our motivation is creating to avoid problems, creating while running away from our fears. In other words, creating while looking over our shoulder. Is that your experience with creating? Take your next big breath. When you're creating in fear, when your actions are motivated by staying ahead of problems, then even when you reach your goals, do the fears go away? Or even when you reach your goal, you'd only need to run away from the next problem. Stay ahead of the next problem. Take your next big breath. Creating in freedom does not necessarily change the goals. It might be the exact same goals, or perhaps sometimes we modify them a little bit. But creating in freedom does not happen by looking over your shoulder. Creating in freedom comes from recognizing opportunity, recognizing possibility, recognizing your potential, and creating while you're moving towards that invitation, rather than running away from problems. What does it feel like to create in freedom? Creating or setting your goals that move you towards that invitation that life offers. Take your next big breath. On this Monday, stepping into a new week, can you have this conversation with yourself? I choose to create in freedom. I choose to set my sights on possibility, on opportunity, on potential. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together. Slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time these few thoughts from Swami Vivekananda. He says, "True guidance is like a small torch in a dark forest. It doesn't show everything at once, but it gives just enough light for the next step to be safe." In other words, it is okay if you can't see far ahead. Just take the next small little step. He says all the powers in the universe are already ours. It is we who have put our hands before our eyes and cry that it is dark. He says, conquer yourself. This is the work. The work is to conquer yourself, and the whole universe is yours. Where are you letting fear hold you back? I'll ask it again. Where are you letting fear hold you back? And what would you do if you were not afraid? What would you attempt to do if it wasn't for the fear telling you you won't succeed? My big wish for you for this week is that every action you take comes from a place of freedom and not a place of fear. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I'm inviting you to say your own. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the opportunity to take a moment, look into the week ahead, and become intentional about how I want to step into this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for recognizing where I am creating in fear, where I'm taking actions inspired by fear. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to create in freedom, to recognize possibility, recognize opportunity, recognize my potential, and create while being called to that invitation. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into the week along with us. Michelle, good morning. Happy Monday. Thank you, Celine. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Trying to remember the names in the background. Have a beautiful Monday. Thank you, Danae. Have a great week. Be reminded of your potential. Be reminded of opportunity. Be reminded of possibility. And create while accepting that invitation. Thank you, Tracy. Have a beautiful week, everyone. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.